Real or not real, the NFC East, the Cowboys are 2-1.
Yeah, they're real. The Cowboys are going to win. I mean, I've said it from the jump, right? This is the best. If they play to their potential, they're a contender in the NFC, and they're getting better on defense each week. Dan Quinn's done a phenomenal job. Kellen Moore has done a fantastic job offensively, calling the games. They're balanced on offense with Zeke and Pollard. Their offensive line is playing really well, and Collins will be back, I think, after week 5 or week 6. So, yeah, man, the sky is the limit for this group.
Is there anything that makes you concerned about the Cowboys if they don't win it?
I think your defense would be what would concern me most. Just what Dan Quinn has done, the turnovers they're getting, all those kinds of things have been very important. Can they sustain that?
What about clock management with Mike McCarthy?
Oh, my word. As
I was trying to get you there,
I got you. I whiffed on that one in a big way. Man, listen, last night was atrocious. And everybody got upset about the 4th and 5. What about the 3rd down? It's 3rd and 20 whatever.
24.
You got them backed up. Like, your timeout right there is timeout. They have a little play. They get up. Now it's 4th and 5, and everybody's like, well, it could be tricky. It should have never gotten there. You should have called the timeout, saved it. Your offense is playing well. You're up 20-7 in the NFL. That could go away in a hurry. They get the ball back in the second half. Like, all of those things should have gone into the thought process of, and by the way, you got one job, man. Like, you're not calling plays on offense. You're not calling plays on defense. You dang sure ain't calling plays in special teams. So when you look at it, like, your job is to manage those moments in a football game. And 2 weeks in a row, or maybe even 3 weeks in a row, at this point, it has been just poorly done by Mike McCarthy. And this situation is what cost teams against good opponents. When you get to playoff caliber, you're playing the Rams or you're playing the Bucks and you're trying to set that thing and your coach ain't getting it right and continues to put those type of blunders out there, they'll cost you. Because think about this, 37 seconds cost San Fran, right? Had Jimmy G had the wherewithal to bleed that clock down another 8 seconds, I'm not saying it changes the game, because who knows? Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. But at least you've gotten it. And that's what we do as an offense. Key, that's all we look at is timing, where we are, when we're going to give the ball back, all of those things. It matters.
All right. Now we're going to pick up the pace because we've dealt with the Cowboys. Ready for this? AFC East, the Bills are 2-1. Real or not real?
Real.
They got the division?
Real. Absolutely. Get the division. Bills, no doubt.
They're a real team. I don't know if they're going to win the division because New England still is hovering around. We'll see.
Yeah.
They're real. I mean, look at the division. New England's okay. I'm not a believer in Mac Jones to get over.
It ain't Mac Jones' fault. I'm telling you right now, their offensive line is playing bad, and defense ain't good right now. The Patriots got a lot of issues.
Yeah, I'll take the Bills as real too. But when the season started, I thought only the Jets are out of it. The quarterback situation, we got to see what it is in Miami. They're not going to take a step forward without it. And the same thing in New England, young quarterback. NFC South, the Panthers are 3-0. Jeff. Real or not real?
Not real. I mean, the Buccaneers are the best team in that division, and they've hit the gauntlet. They've played some tough teams, but the Buccaneers to me are better than the Panthers.
Yeah. Real.
They're going to win the division?
I say they're going to win the division.
Oh, even over the Bucks and the Saints.
Even with Christian McCaffrey being hurt and J.C. Horn being hurt?
I'm assuming Christian McCaffrey will be back at some point. If you look at their schedule, if they can hold it together. Now, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we like Tommy, and they went out on the road against the Rams, and they lose that game, a tough game either way. But that defense, Buccaneers defense.
Yeah, struggling.
It's struggling.
What about your Saints?
Well, I mean, I didn't say that the Saints wouldn't win. It's the Panthers is the question. The question is the Panthers going to win the division?
But real means you win the division.
Yeah, they can win the division.
Is this a USC Sam Darnold thing?
No.
A little bit?
Okay. Not even a tad?
A little bit?
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
Jay, real or not real?
Not real. Look, I know the Bucs have questions with their secondary. I think losing CMC hurts. I mean, granted, they have a favorable schedule. I just don't see it panning out for them to win the division.
AFC South, real or not real, Jeff? Titans are 2-1.
Oh, yeah, you got to say real at this point. I mean, it's AFC South right now is getting that NFC least category, man. Like they're all struggling. This thing ain't pretty. So I'll say real for the Titans.
Key?
Real. Yeah. Colts are terrible and everybody else.
Yep. Jay?
That's
I just can't believe the Carson Wentz thing with the Indianapolis Colts. I can't. So I will say real.
Yeah, it's real. I told people for a year and a half now, Carson Wentz ain't good. He's not good, and teams don't like playing for him. Like, just look, these are the results, man. It's been going on for a while and not available a lot of the time. Real or not real, Packers 2-1 in the NFC North, Jeff.
Real. This is a very good football team, and I know Dominique Foxworth, who I'll be on the show with later, and Swagoo love to troll. Packers are legit, man, and they're going to get better.
They're going to get better, legit. I think Joe Barry showed that he could coach up a defense against the 49ers
Yes,
and did a better job. So I got a little more confidence in them, and they're going to win the division, man. Just look at the teams in the division.
Yeah.
I'll say real, but I'll say this: if the Vikings defense can play like it did against Seattle, that's going to make it interesting.
And when it comes down to a Kirk Cousins.
I
to
know,
Aaron
I
Rodgers all
know.
day.
Yeah.
Of course, the Packers are real. AFC North, real or not real? Ravens are 2-1. Browns are 2-1. Bengals are 2-1. Which one of these is real? Which one of them is not real?
Browns are real. Right. The Browns are real. This is a well-balanced football team. Again, they're not going to be flashy. There's not going to be anything sexy about this football team. They will put their hands in the dirt and hit you in the mouth. That's going to be a real team.
Yeah, the Browns and the Ravens are real teams. I can't leave out the Ravens, and I can't leave out the Browns.
Yep.
In the end, they're going to see each other, and that's
sure.
going to determine who wins the division.
Jeff, I know the playmaking ability of Lamar Jackson is off the charts, but they still have a depleted roster. Like, are we still going to count on them to be there at the end?
I think Lamar Jackson and their defense does wonders. The problem for them is sustainability. I mean, this is one of the biggest concerns for me in the AFC is can Lamar stay healthy with all the depletion they've had in their offense, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Knock wood. He's done it so far in his
he's a
career.
beast. Straight up beast.
Coach, quarterback, and a defense. I think they're real. I think the Browns are real, too. I don't know who wins that division. It's going to be one of those two teams. NFC West, real or not real? Rams are 3-0. Cardinals are 3-0. Who's real, who's not real,
real
Jeff?
quick, guys, real quick.
Rams are real.
Rams are real.
Yeah, Rams are real.
Agreed. AFC West, Broncos and Raiders are 3-0. Either one of those teams real, Jeff?
No. I think. Well, I like the Broncos. I like the Broncos where because of their defense, I think Bridgewater's doing a good job. The Chiefs, I think, ultimately come back and get that division again.
Raiders, real.
I'll go Broncos real because of that defense. I agree with Jeff.
Chiefs are real. Chiefs beating all these teams. Come on, let's
I
not
agree
get
with you on
fooled
that,
by
too.
the early struggles. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.